Well, May is National Stroke Awareness Month, and Jeremy Gardeman, a Unity Point Health St. Luke's Hospital clinician, nurse leader, and certified neuroscience registered nurse, joins us now to talk about the signs and symptoms of a stroke. Jeremy, thanks so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll start off. So what is a stroke and what causes a stroke?
So there are two types of strokes. The first one, hemorrhagic, that occurs anytime there is bleeding within the brain by like a burst blood vessel. Again, causes bleeding and then pressure on the brain. And then there's an ischemic stroke, which occurs about 85% of the stroke cases we take care of. In an ischemic stroke, there is a blockage or some type of disruption of blood flow to the brain. When we have that disruption, the brain is not being perfused, so we lack oxygen, nutrients. And when that's happening, brain cells die, and then that's when we have those neurological deficits that people present with.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And so what are the risk factors for a stroke then?
So risk factors, stroke is preventable, and that's a big takeaway today. There are two types of risk factors. Non-modifiable, meaning things we cannot change. That would be like your age, gender, family history, and then previous strokes. There is a study that says anytime you've had a previous stroke or any type of event like a stroke, you're up to 25% more likely to have a second stroke.
Okay.
And then those modifiable risk factors are things we can change, such as managing underlying medical conditions, high blood pressure, keeping your diabetes under control. AFib is one, taking your medications as prescribed that way, physical inactivity, obesity, high cholesterol, and then the big one for people, not only for stroke reduction, but cardiovascular health, would be to stop smoking.
Okay. And so what are the signs and symptoms of a stroke?
So signs and symptoms do vary from person to person. They can be vague. They can also be profound. You may have one symptom. You may have multiple symptoms. To kind of incorporate all those symptoms, we use the acronym BFAST. B is for balance. So you could have loss of balance, coordination issues, trouble walking. E is for eyes. So you might have blurry vision, double vision, loss of vision in the peripheral. F for face. So you might notice drooping on one side of the body when you have someone smile.
Right.
You might also have difficulty swallowing, and your tongue might deviate out.
Okay.
That's another thing that we look for.
Gotcha.
A is for arms, but that also includes your legs. Weakness, numbness, it's often lateralized, so meaning one side of the body.
No, you're good.
Yeah, sorry, I'm very nervous, everybody. It's my first interview.
All good. Hey, live television, you never know. Yeah.
So then S is for speech. So you could have difficulty speaking like I just did. Trouble understanding words. And then T is for time. So we have this saying where time loss is brain loss. Again, anytime that disruption of blood happens, brain cells die. So early recognition is key.
Yeah.
Call 911. Don't drive, everybody.
Absolutely.
We've had patients drive.
Yeah.
They can't feel to one side, but.
Absolutely. Yeah, very well said. Well, Jeremy, that's all the time we have. Thank you so much for your time
Thank you
today.
very, very much.
Thank you, Kristen.